start with an opening statement, then we'll take questions.
So, first and foremost, credit to VMI. I think they outcoached us at times and certainly played incredibly hard. A young team with some freshmen that don't play like freshmen. They play extremely tough, physical. They play maturely, and they just kept coming and coming. I mean, we'd go up, they'd come back, and so I really give credit to them. Great game plan against us, and fortunately for us, we got a few guys that have been around, have some experiences, never got too rattled, which is really impressive. So we talk about getting better each and every game. And I think we got better, not necessarily from a basketball standpoint in certain areas when it comes to actual play, but situational basketball, gaining more confidence, understanding, we can win with anybody that we play. Obviously with Darius out, these guys didn't skip a beat. Guys stepped up and made huge plays in certain moments. I think they were up by 8 or 9 in overtime, and we just kept coming and coming and coming. Credit to the fact that I think they had 10 points off of our turnovers in the first half, and in the last 25 minutes only had 2 points off of our turnovers because we had 10 at half. So I'm really proud of that effort. But these guys took over and made some huge plays late down the stretch. But again, credit to BMI. Fantastic effort by them. I was just lucky enough to make the plays at the end.
Questions?
This is open forum for anybody. Coming off an 11-day layoff, did it feel a little bit different, maybe preparing for a game rather than going to 10 straight days of practice?
I feel like we just came into the game with the same mentality as we did for any other game. It's nothing that we haven't been through, so just coming into the game with the same mentality. First few minutes, getting our legs in the game, so just getting it going.
And to add on to that, I feel like we come in with the mindset we just want to get 1% better each and every day. So I feel like that's what we came in and did, honestly.
You guys were kind of egging them on to shoot in the first half. You were stacking off, and then they hit 12 threes. Was that part of the scouting report?
Yeah, it was. You got to give credit to number 4. He comes in, I think, only making 4 threes prior to the game, something like that. He came in and he made them, so we were giving them to him, and he missed a few early, then made 1 or 2. But in the first half, they got some transition threes because of lack of communication. In the second half, we allowed him to shoot some. In the beginning of the second half, he was shooting them, wasn't making them. We went on a run. And then he kept coming, credit to him, he kept coming and coming, and he made the next 2 or 3. So, that was part of the game plan. Our guys executed that. And then, as a result, we had to adjust. We played smaller. Then we came back bigger sometimes. So, Khalid, he hasn't really played a ton at the 5 spot, but because of his experience, his maturity, and some of the other guys, we have no problem going small with him at the 5. And I think that was a big difference because he was able to make some plays off the dribble, and they weren't able to pack it in as much. And then we continued to drive the ball instead. We were shooting a lot of threes in the first half and really the beginning of the second half. Then all of a sudden we started driving the ball, getting it into the paint, and we ended up shooting a lot of free throws towards the back end of the stretch. 22 free throws, but I don't even know how many we had in the second half. I think it was a good amount. So.
Do you know how long Darius is going to be out and what he's out with?
He's day to day. It was something that happened in practice. So just kind of day to day. He wasn't feeling it when he got up and was able to. He was a walkthrough, went through a workout, and just wasn't feeling 100%. So we're never going to put anybody in the game who's not 100% or who doesn't feel like he's 100%. So it's more important for him to continue to get healthy and be fresh come Atlanta to play.
Coach, I know you talked preseason about how you can play so many different lineups. You played Khalid at the 5 today. What did you learn from playing that small ball lineup, and what do you think of that going forward into 8-10 play?
Yeah, I mean, whatever's necessary to get the win, and that's what I love about these guys. Whatever position I throw Kyle or Khalid or we throw Antrell or whoever, they're willing to do whatever, whenever, in order to get a W, and that's something really special. So, it's nice to know we can mix up a ton of different lineups. I mean, we haven't even played a huge lineup with him at the 3, which we played a little bit in the preseason, which is also another lineup we can play. So not just a traditional, but we can play big, or we can actually go small. I mean, so it's really good for us to be as dynamic as we are. I mean, I don't know how many guys we played, but almost everybody made a contribution at some point or another. So it's really important to continue to have our young guys grow and gain some experience.
Coach, Angel's first collegiate appearance, they played some pretty big minutes. What did you think of him out there, first live action?
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented kid. He was a little rusty to start, but he got his wind under him a little bit, and I think offensively he's dynamic, and he just adds another piece to the puzzle. But defensively, it's again like any other freshman. It's going to take some time for him to get more and more comfortable. But I mean, he added some extreme value today in certain moments, and with his size, being able to put the ball on the floor, make some shots, it's a luxury to have. So we're looking forward to him continuing to get more and more healthy, play some more and more minutes. Again, it just adds to our depth. But like any other freshman, it's going to take him some time to get going.
And Zach Riley today, 8 points, had 5 rebounds as well, but had 2 huge threes down the stretch. He was certainly a candidate, at least we thought, would start today in place of Darius Quisenberry, but do you like him coming off the bench and having impact in different ways than maybe someone like Quisenberry would have?
100%. I mean, Zach is just, I don't think there's anybody in that locker room that doesn't trust that kid. He plays as hard as anybody on the team. He plays as physical, he plays as smart, and that's not the first time he's hit 2 clutch shots. I mean, he's hit a few clutch shots throughout his career. He did it in February last year and even in March. He did it already this year once or twice. I can't remember. He hit the same corner 3 against someone that pretty much won us the game. So, I think everybody in our locker room trusts Zach to make plays anytime. He can be sitting for 25, 30 minutes, come in, and we feel completely comfortable with him finishing a game. That's the trust that everybody in that locker room has, and almost everybody in that locker room starting to trust pretty much anybody in those moments. I think anybody in that locker room at some point is going to have that opportunity to make some plays.
Anything else? All right, thank you very much, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.